Hello and welcome back to our new video class, High Class 7. So as in our previous video class, we've seen the revision about the contents regarding the writing skill, about notice writing, message writing, then diary writing, then letter writing. Yes, so today we are going to see the revision part about the email writing. So communication has become faster. We can now write letters electronically and get the reply within a few moments. Yes, so just like letters, emails are of two types. Email, first type is formal email and second one is the informal email. Yes, so as we know that there are certain guidelines we have to follow when we are writing the email, such as the header comprise the name, date, sender's email and receiver's email. Yes, then we use names in an email address. It is important for the reader to know the name of the person by looking at the email address. Yes, then write an appropriate subject line, and we have to avoid writing like read immediately or it's urgent, because it does not summarize the content of the email. Yes, so the body of the email should be short, as well as somewhere if it is needed we have to write the capitalized words whenever it's needed, because all capitalized words may seem rude while reading. So keep the message in lowercase words and use correct spellings. Okay, so this is one format about the email writing. As we know that, because email writings, as we know that it's formal and informal also. So what's the structure of email writing? First of all, we have to write the date should be in the expanded form, then the sender's email address you have to write, then receiver's email address you have to write, and then subject. How the sequence is: date, sender's email address, receiver's email address, then subject. Okay, then you have to give one line space and write respected sir, respected ma'am, dear sir, dear ma'am, like that. Then give comma, give one line space and write down the body of the particular email writing. Then you have to write as it is, like the letter writing. You have to give the complimentary clause and write down the sender's name. Okay, why the sender's name is important? Because we have to know that who is the person sended the email. So as we know that there are two types of email. First one is the informal mail and second one is the formal mail. Okay, so you have to revise it once again. Then the next type is about the writing skill is the story writing. So as we know that story writing is also comprises very important in the day-to-day life, because it enhances our thinking ability. Yes, so story writing is also important phenomena related with the particular. So story writing is the having the skeleton of a good story has 5 major components. First component is the setting, second one is plot, third one is the character, fourth one is the conflict, and fifth one is the resolution. Yes, we have to go it with the step by step, and we have to didn't skip anything, because we have to begin with a catchy introduction. Then you have to add as many details as possible. Yes, then you have to use dialogues and questions. Then you can open or unfinished ending with a particular question, or you can have the surprising ending, or you have to be truthful ending, as you know, as if you want anything. Okay, so the story writing says that well begun is half done work. Yes, so as we know that the start and the end are the most important parts of any story. You can choose the setting of your story. This will set the pace of your story, because perfect starting begins with the half work done. So we can have the story as a point of view about the story. We can follow in the middle of the reaction of the action, or at the end of the story, or at the beginning of the story. Okay, then there are certain types of endings about the story. First one is the surprising ending. If we want to surprise ending, we can have that. If we want the open finished ending, we can that. or we have to be truthful ending, that only we can have to do. Okay, so that is about the story writing. Now the next thing is what? The next thing is about our grammar. Okay, so as we know that our grammar comprises section 3. Section will assess grammar items in context. The type test of a multiple choice question include the particular fill in the blanks, sentences completion, then dialogue completion, like that, as well as there will be questions based on responses supplied by students. Like the test type will include the structure about the sentence structure, editing, omission, transmission of sentences. Yes, grammar topics such as parts of speech, sentences, phrases, verbs, verb forms, connectors and determiners, pronouns, prepositions, etc. are also topics dealt with in the previous classes, will be revised and tested in the standard 7. Okay, so today's topic is what? Sentences, phrases and clauses. So as we know that there are certain types of sentences, and what is meant by sentence? A sentence is a group of words which expresses a complete thought. A complete sentence must contain a subject and a verb. Yes, so sentences are of 4 kinds depending upon the meaning which they convey. So first type is declarative sentence, second one is an interrogative sentence, second or third one is what? An imperative sentence, and fourth one is the exclamatory sentence. So I will repeat it once again. What is meant by declarative sentence? Declarative sentence expresses a statement. It ends with the full stop. It states a fact declared or asserts something. Yes. Then an interrogative sentence is asks a question. It ends with a question mark. It asks a question. Yes. Then third one is the an imperative sentence. It tells or asks someone to do something. It's usually ends with a full stop, but may end with an exclamation mark. It is a request, wish or command also. Then the fourth and last type of sentence is an exclamatory sentence. So it shows strong feeling. It always ends with an exclamation mark. It expresses sudden or strong feelings. Okay, so let's go with the particular instance. Then what is meant by phrases? So phrases are the group of words which cannot stand alone as the sentence. This does not contain a finite verb, but it may contain a non-finite verb. It can be added to a sentence to add or more information. Okay, so there are noun phrases, adjective phrases, then adverb phrases, then clauses are there. Certain clauses are of 2 kinds, main clause and dependent clause. What is meant by main clause? A group of words which has a subject and a predicate and can stand on its own as a sentence is called a main clause. Then dependent clause is, it is a group of words which cannot stand on its own as a sentence. Yes, so that's all about the dependent clause and main clause. So now let's see the one of the particular from the exercise. So what you have to do here, you have to identify the kinds of sentences below by writing D for declarative sentence, INT for interrogative sentence, IMP for imperative sentence, or E for exclamatory sentence, and add the proper punctuation mark at the end of each sentence. Okay, this is important to you. So give the dog a bath today. So this is what? This is the imperative sentence. Yes, so we have to give full stop and write down IMP. Okay, the next one is, how many kinds of dogs can you name in 1 minute? So this is what? This is the interrogative sentence. We have to give question mark. Then third one is, this breed of dog is originally from Mexico. So this is what? Declarative sentence. So what we have to do? We have to give full stop and write down the D. Then what a cute puppy you have. So this is the exclamatory sentence. So we have to give exclamation here and write the E. Then don't let go of the dog's leash. So this is what? This is the imperative sentence. We have to give full stop and write IMP. Then last but not the least, fetch the stick tiger. So this is what? This is the imperative sentence. We have to give full stop and write down IMP. Then last is the the Austrian dog has long reddish colored hair. So this is what? This is the declarative sentence. We have to give full stop and write down D. Okay, like that. So the next thing is what? The next thing is about the nouns. What is mean by nouns? We know that a noun is a name given to any person, place or thing. Nouns also name emotions, quality or state. Yes. So there are few kinds of nouns like proper nouns, common noun, abstract nouns, collective nouns, material noun. Yes. So proper noun always start with the capital letter. Common noun always start with the small letter. Then abstract noun means gives the ideas, qualities, feelings, yes, which cannot touched. Then collective nouns means are words used for a group of people, animal or thing, such as, yes. Then material nouns denotes a substance or material which has regular form. Yes. So first we have to go towards the exercise. What we have to do? We have to underline the nouns in the group, then and we have to write in the particular boxes here. Okay. What you have to do? You have to write the proper noun, common noun and abstract noun. Okay. So Begum Hazrat Mahal is what? Is the proper noun. Like that you have to fill in the blanks. Okay. Then the next part of our revision is what? The next part of our revision is one and many. Okay. So one and many means one means singular and many means plural. Okay. So what we have to do? Peacock. Fill in the blanks with the opposite gender of the underlined words. What you have to do? Whichever the underlined word is here, you have to write that opposite gender. Okay. So peacocks, peahens, yes, queen, king, then mother turtle, it is called as father turtle. Yes. Then next one is brother, sister, mare is called stallion. Okay. So then next one is what? Fill in the blanks with the complete table. Okay. Fill in the blanks with the complete the table. Okay. So singular noun, information. Plural is what? Plural is the same, information. Okay. Like that. Then certain again there are supply. Supply is the singular, supplies is the plural. Yes. Then pajama. Pajama is what? Singular, pajamas are plural. Yes. Looker on is the singular, lookers on is the plural. Bench is the singular, benches are plural. Yes, like that. Bamboo is the plural, singular, bamboos are the plural. Like that you can have to do in the particular sense. Okay. So I think you people now understood the nouns in that particular. So next part is nouns vocabulary. So what is into that nouns vocabulary? We have to identify certain names of the places, such as archives, cache, cafeteria, casino. Yes, like that. So one of that from I had taken for the revision, that choose the correct answer. What you have to do? You have to choose the correct option. A pantry is what? A pantry is a house or train. Yes, definitely to store food. Yes. Then what is meant by a refinery? So what is meant by refinery? It is one kind of factory for refining metals, oils or sugar. Yes. So this is about the nouns vocabulary related with the what? Related with the places. The next one is the nouns vocabulary related with the professions. Okay. So professions means auditor, author, then what? Teacher, referee, secretary, stockbroker, wardener. They are the professionals. Yes. So Office accountant means who? Office accountant who examines the office account is the person auditor. Yes. Then a person who designs new buildings is called architect. Yes. Then the person who get a new lock to repair is called locksmith. A person who sells their share is who receives the or sells the shares in the share market is called share or stockbroker. Then a hostel person who is responsible for all the activities is called wardener. Yes, like that you can have to do in that particular sense. The next thing is about the revision, that is what? The next thing is about the list of ology word. Ology word that are you can have to list. Okay, so ology words means anthropology, then astrology, biology, chronology, ecology, geology, meteorology, yes, mineralogy, sociology, technology, terminology, theology, topology, zoology. They are the ology words. So I had taken one up from that for the revision itself. So terminology, what you have to do, find the following ology words from the grid. Okay, so this grid you have taken into account, and what you have to do, you have to search for that word. So terminology is where? Terminology is where is the terminology? terminology, terminology. Okay, then what you have to find? Zoology, then topology, anthropology, biology, mineralogy, neurology, then gynecology. Okay, there you have to find in that from that. Okay, then the last but not the least for our particular revision is the articles. So as we know that there are articles called a, and the. Yes, so the word a and the are called articles. They do not change according to the gender or number of the nouns they refer to. Yes, a or an is an indefinite article because it does not point out to any particular or definite noun. They are used before singular nouns, countable nouns, and indefinite nouns. Yes. Then the choice between a and an is determined by sound. The word a is used before a singular noun beginning with a consonant sound. Yes. Then there are certain special use of a or an. For example, a is before vowel sound as u or va. Yes, and an is used before consonant sound as vowels. Then how we have to use the definite article the? It is used to specify something or someone definite. Yes, it refers to a noun that is either understood by the reader or listener or has been previously referred to by the writer or speaker. So what we have to do, we have to notice that the indefinite article an is used for apple. Yes, like that. Then we have to use the for the particular to indicate the supply of that. Like that we have to use. Okay, so we have to keep in mind that when we have to do not use any type of article. So proper nouns such as Sri Lanka, Shri, the name of that, we didn't have to use any article. Then for the plurals we didn't have to use article. For the abstract nouns we didn't have to use article. For the material nouns we didn't have to use article. Then for the common nouns which contains with the phrases we didn't have to use article. Okay, so one of that from I had taken into account for the revision, that fill in the blanks with the indefinite articles and put cross where the article is not required. Okay, so give me a plate of rice is correct. Then Prashant has oats with milk for breakfast. Yes, so we didn't have to use any type of article here. Then he has a headache. Yes, Manju is a hardworking and an honest girl. Please do me a favor. An SS camp has been organized at Shastri Ground. I saw an eagle's nest on top of that cliff. Sorry, I had mistake to here. An is used here. Yes, n means a का sound आता है. Yes, so we have to use an. Yes, an NSS camp has been recognized at Shastri Ground. Okay, so like that you have to use o, an or the for the particular instance.